Just in case that you're not aware of it, a couple of weeks ago we got an announcement for a new 2v2 tag fighting game completely out of nowhere, which is called Saturday I Am Battle Manga, made by Sun Studios. And this indie fighting game, if we can call it that, is based on the Saturday I Am Manga Anthology, which is a North American project of comics that are inspired by Japanese manga, and it has been going on for well over a decade, since 2013. And there are many things about this project and this studio that we have to talk about in this video, because they have actually been kind enough to put the software that they used to make Saturday AM Battle Manga completely public, so you can essentially build your own favorite fighting game at home whenever you want for free without any trouble. So we have to give these devs and the studio a spotlight to show off their games and also talk about the software, how you can have access to it if you're interested on it to make your own fighting game. So now let's get into it. Okay, so to kick things off, let's give Sun Studios and the devs the spotlight for a minute, very briefly. Saturday AM Battle Manga doesn't have that many info about it online. What we know is that the game is going to have 14 characters on release, and also is going to have rollback netcode with GGPO, which is really good. And you can already wishlist the game on Steam, and it's supposed to also have console releases later down the line, but they have not been announced yet. That's all that we know about the project, and of course that is based on the Saturday I Am comics. But at the same time, Sun Studios is making another game that is called Netcode Warriors, which is a new competitive 3D arena fighter. It is essentially your typical arena fighter that we all love and like, but it's gonna have a more, like fighting game traditional gameplay design with the arena fighter setting, so that in that sense it is possible to play an arena fighter that has a more maybe viable competitive scene, because a lot of the time, even though people like arena fighters in the FGC, they don't really tend to have the best competitive scenes because the games tend to be really cheesy, right? Super hard to deal with in a stable way for people that want to compete and put money on the line on tournaments for games that can be a little bit, controversial in terms of gameplay on a competitive setting. So this new game, Netcode Warriors, could be kind of like a new subgenre in the arena fighter context, but actually with a more competitive kind of design into it. And we also have to talk just for a moment about Wistful Hopes, which is the lead developer of the new Saturday I Am Battle Manga project. And you may actually know this person because of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite and Beyond, the big mod that Maximilian and a huge group of people built to basically give a new life to Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite with a graphical overhaul and all of that. Well, Wistful Hopes was one of the lead developers on the MVCI and Beyond mod. And the thing with this dev that is really key, and that's why I want to give them credit, is because they made the software in which they built upon the Saturday I Am Battle Manga game completely open source and free, so you can access a software that is going to help you on Unreal Engine 5 to build upon your own fighting game if you would want to, and build a huge project with no necessity of real time or economical effort from your part to build even the software in which you want to work on. So a huge shout out to Wistful Hopes for the fact that they actually even made possible for you to access this for free without any limitation. So now let's actually talk about the software itself. It's called Night Sky Engine, and it was written on Unreal Engine 5, which is really nice, because Unreal Engine 5 is essentially one of the most used graphical motors in the world to create, and build video games at the moment. So incredible that you can have a template or like an initial engine for you to work on in your own fighting game. If you don't know nothing about it, it's going to help you a ton to learn about video game and fighting game development if you want to actually work on something like this. And if you're already experienced, you have an amazing tool to use. And you can of course have access to this for free with the link that I'm going to leave on the pinned comment of this video. And it has a lot of functionalities. It is actually really like feature rich. It has GGPO on it, so you're gonna have a fighting game if you build it with rollback right away. You don't even need to worry that much about it. And it already has, a built upon kind of like first template for you to work over, and you can of course move everything that you want and edit and change whatever. I don't know much about development, and making video games, so I didn't do anything crazy here. You can just see kind of like the values over the right and the life bars, the characters moving and doing actions, but it is something very robust for you to work on. Sadly, I can't really showcase it because I don't have any experience on it. I was able to get it running, and I have, data analysis experience with R, which is another software that has no connection with, making video games and working with 3D models. But as you can see, this is a big tool that is really feature rich and robust. You can access for free, and it's going to be really easy to set up. They also have a link with a full guide on how to do it, and if I was able to do it, you can do it too. You just need kind of like the Epic Games Launcher to have Unreal Engine 5 on your computer, have GitHub to get all the coding and stuff from the Night Sky engine working without any, effort from you. And that's kind of it. And since I don't have the capabilities to showcase the power of the engine, even though I got it running, here you have a video that Wistful Hopes put in their YouTube channel that is actually using the Night Sky engine to make this kind of like ultimate crossover fighting game, And as you see, it is, I would guess, using the models from other games that were translated into the Night Sky engine. So the amount of potential, and what you can do with this free open source engine is essentially infinite. You just need to learn and get into it. So if you have any sort of ambition, or you would like to learn how to make a funny game or make your own project, or actually learn about, video game development, I would encourage you to download all of this and get it going and running. And you can also actually talk with them over a Discord that they have. They are obviously going to help you if you have any doubts or you need help. So yeah, I just wanted to showcase this because I think that it is something with immense value that maybe it's not getting as much attention as it should. And of course, thanks again to the studio, to the developer behind this engine and their work. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe to support the channel. If you can, let me know in the comments what you think of the Night Sky engine, and see you on the next one. Take care.